Hi guys, welcome to Tuesday. Please join Coach Eric on Zoom at 6:30 a.m. to follow along with him for today's workout. We've got 3 separate 7-minute AMRAPs for today. All you need is a dumbbell and jump rope. What we're going to do first though is get warmed up, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds to transition. We're going to start with our jump rope, practicing our double unders. If you don't have access to a rope or you're still working on your double unders, for our penguin claps, I want you to think about bouncing on the balls of your feet, staying nice and tight in the midsection, squeezing the butt, and when you jump, jump high and clap the hips 2 times on the hips. After that, we're going to go to a bottom-up squat. Very important here that you set your feet in your squat stance before you get started. From here, I'm going to walk myself out to a plank position, and then I'm going to bend the knees, walk myself into the bottom of a squat. So from here, I've got the chest up, I'm pushing the knees out. I'm going to stay down here for a few seconds. I'll walk back out to my plank, walk back to the bottom of my squat. When you finish, you'll stand up all the way. After that, we're going to go to our burpees. Chest and thighs are going to touch the ground. We'll jump and clap at the top. Make sure on the burpees that you keep your feet wide in that squat stance on the way back and on the way forward. If you need to modify, you can always step back, step forward, and stay in a plank position. Next, we're going to do are some American dumbbell swings, alternating hands. So what I mean by that is we're going to deadlift the weight up, and we're just going to hike and then swing overhead. As you come down, you'll switch to the other hand and then swing. You're going to keep the weight kind of close to your body, so you're not going to keep your arm out straight here. You're going to have a slight bend to the elbow and then press out. So I'm hiking through the legs, using that hip drive to help get the weight up overhead. Next we're going to do is kind of combine those 2 movements with our burpee and our swing with our devil press. On the devil press, I'm going to start with the weight on my right side, jump back to my burpee, swing through the legs, and then lock out overhead. As I come down, I'll switch over to my left hand. I'll have my left hand on the ground with the weight, burpee, hike, and lock out. At the lockout, my ears covered by my biceps. Everything's in a nice straight line. I could also come down and using my left hand place it over on my right side and then put my right hand down and then go into my double press. So either way is fine. You are going to be alternating sides though during the AMRAP. Next what we're going to do is our rotational hang cluster. So what that means is with a hang position, we're always going to deadlift the weight up first. After that, we'll stay above the knees. We're going to hike and we're going to perform a rotational thruster. So at the top, my ears are covered by my bicep. I am pivoting on my right leg, so my right heel is up, right knee is pointing in the direction that I'm facing. I'll come down, I'll switch arms, hike through my legs, and perform a rotational thruster on the other side. I'll switch. So I'm basically doing a squat clean to rotational press, switch sides. And so I'm using my legs as I come up to rotate and press at the top. From there, guys, what we're going to do is cover our 3rd dumbbell movement, which is a goblet lunge. For these, what you're going to do is you're going to be performing both forward and reverse in the workout. So I'm going to get set in this goblet position, holding the dumbbell vertically. I'm going to step forward. Notice that the back knee is kissing the ground. Front knee is stacked over the ankle. I'm going to press off this front leg, return to center. I'll switch sides. So that's my forward lunge. For the reverse, it's just the same. It's just that I'm stepping backwards. Notice too, I have spacing between my feet, so I'm not getting myself tight roped. We don't want to do that. I'm going to switch legs, go back, touch the knee, stand all the way up to the top. And then lastly, we will do a coach-led inchworm to stretch out. I'm going to start with the legs straight, walk out to my plank. From here, I'm going to lower down to the ground, up dog, twist over the shoulders. From here, I'll go to my downward dog. I'll bring the left foot up, twist over the bent knee, switch sides. One last downward dog. Keep the legs straight, walk into your hands, and then arms up, counter stretch to finish. So for the workouts, guys, what you're going to do, WOD A 7-minute AMRAP. 10 of those alternating double presses, and then 20 double unders. RX for all these is 50 for the guys, 35 for the ladies. I want them to be unbroken, so we use a weight that either you need to move up or down from to make sure that that happens and is challenging for you. For the double unders, if you can't do 20, you can substitute those penguin claps, weighted single unders, or just count your attempts. After our first WOD, 3-minute rest, WOD B, 10 of those rotational hang clusters, 20 double unders. After that, a 3-minute rest, WOD C, 10 of those alternating goblet lunges, and then 20 double unders. For this, guys, the caveat, on the odd rounds, I want you to perform alternating forward lunges. Again, every time the knee hits the ground, that's 1 rep, okay? On the even rounds, I want you to switch and do alternating reverse lunges. Okay, so just remember where you are in your AMRAP. First round is going to be alternating forward, second round is going to be alternating reverse, and then you're just going to keep going back and forth between those two. For all of these guys, make sure to count up your total number of rounds plus any additional reps that you did. We'll get those on the board if you're at the gym. If you are at home, be sure to put it in the comments below or in Zen Planner, as well as any modifications that you made. Make sure mainly that you're just moving the entire 7 minutes. 7 minutes is a short amount of time. We want to optimize our work. So don't pick a weight that's too heavy or that's too light, but just something you can flow through unbroken for all 10 reps. The same on the jump rope. Don't get frustrated and spend more than 30 seconds on your double unders. That's way too long if you're spending more time than that. Move on and go through the dumbbell movements and then back to your jump rope, okay? At the very end, we're gonna have a Tabata plank finisher, so be sure to come to class and check that out. So we'll get in our plank work for the day. Guys, if you have any questions, let me know. As always, move well, good luck, and have fun.